If Oaxaca is not already on your travel bucket list, it absolutely should be. Today we are going to share with you some traditional cuisine as well as some modern gems and a smoky meat alley that is one of the most unique eating experiences we've had in our entire travels. Next up in Oaxaca.
We just landed in Oaxaca and our first stop is always Chepiche Cafe.
Yeah, we already knew the second we booked our flights exactly where we were going to have our first meal.
It is Saturday and it's not too busy, surprisingly. It's about 1:30 right now and they serve breakfast until 2, which is great because Brandon's craving some eggs and I'm craving a sandwich. Oh my god, it's huge.
So I decided to get the Huevos Rancheros, which is a crispy corn tortilla slathered in a black bean puree with this roasted red tomato sauce. It also has a fried egg, some radish, avocado, and cilantro, and I added a side of bacon. This is ridiculous. It smells amazing, and that egg is just amazingly cooked, like a nice and runny yolk. It is fantastic.
So while Brandon was feeling breakfast, I was feeling lunch, and they had a fried chicken sandwich called the El Valle, and it is covered in onions. It looks so amazing. There is a mayonnaise, there is like a pepper slaw, lettuce, fried chicken, and so many onions. I'm so excited to try this. This bun also looks amazing. It's toasted, it's slathered in avocado also. Look, it's like dripping off the side. Yes.
I didn't even see that.
Yes, yes, yes. It's already so good. There is some sort of pepper on there that I don't know what it is. I'll have to look up the translation of it. It's just a little bit of spicy and the onions are so freaking good. He also brought us some matcha sauce, which obviously I'm gonna cover it in, but that first bite without any spicy sauce is so amazing. It's a mess, but it's amazing.
This place has such a chill vibe. There is a massive outdoor patio and it is so like wooded in here. I feel like I am in a tropical rainforest of some sort. There's wood tables spread out so you can have nice peace and quiet to each of your tables. This place is a little bit of a walk from the main city center. We are so lucky that our hotel is right around the corner because we are going to be here all the time. It is one thing to have food that looks really delicious, but it is another to have actual delicious food. Totally recommend. 10 out of 10.
What if we just eat here every day? And the video is just this place. I'm gonna eat nothing else. I like this so much.
We obviously came back to Chapiche later in our trip because it's so amazing. Next time I think we're going to book an Airbnb farther away from this spot because we would end up here every single day. Alyssa got an avocado toast with a side of bacon that is so good, and I got an alambre, which is a monthly special. It's basically a chorizo and cheese omelet with peppers and onions served with a side of chili for 135 pesos. This is such a great deal. You can't go wrong with anything on the menu. This little road that we take down every day from Santa Cecilia Hotel where we're staying, we'll leave a link in the description if you want to check that place out, but it goes right through the little barrio of Xochimilco, and it is actually one of the most famous things you're supposed to do in Oaxaca. It's an absolutely amazing walk with art as far as the eye can see. Every single street is just lined with these caricatures. Man, each building has something different on it, like literally every single one. So we would definitely recommend, even if you don't stay up in this area, to check this place out because this road is really incredible. This spot, Cafe has one of our favorite rooftops in the city, and it is just a chill place to grab a cup of coffee. They also have really incredible Buddha bowls if you're craving something to eat. Since we already ate today, we are just coming for another quick coffee before we head to the market. Don't judge me. I'm just at Cafe on the terraza enjoying a frap. Me and my gals.
Is it good?
It's bomb, and it's super hot out today, so this hits the spot. This is like one of my favorite treats that I get so rarely, but it's so delicious. We have made our way to the famous 20 de Noviembre market where there is a smoke alley, and there is just billowing smoke out of this place, and they sell meat by the kilo, and there's tortillas and different toppings that you can add for yourself, but it is crazy hot and smoky. But we're gonna go and see if we can get a meal in here. This is seriously one of the craziest little Mercado alleyways that we have been in. We've been to a ton of markets around the world, but this is just so smoky. Everyone is grilling meats, so it smells incredible. Our clothes are now drenched in smoke, but the people are very loud, shouting out orders, and they're cooking all sorts of proteins. Hopefully we can figure out a way to make this happen, but it seems a little bit confusing and overwhelming.
75. Serían 225.
Okay, so we went up to a guy, he gave us a basket, and he said, go and pick your meat, and then come back, and then pick your vegetables. And every little meat stall is like a different stall. They're like meat salespeople, and we had Letty come up to us, and she brought us to her meat stall, so that's whose meat we're getting today. Very good saleswoman, Letty over here. We got one small one for one person, and then Brandon added some costillo, which is ribs. I have no idea what kind of meat we're getting, but we'll see. Now we're gonna go pick our vegetables, and then we get a seat and get our drinks. Brandon's nervous.
This is such a crazy experience.
Overall, it's pretty good. Last time we came in here, it was way more hectic, so this is like way easier.
I have this fistful of change and I'm following this lady to find some toppings and salsas, I think. She's very nice.
So everything comes separate. So you go to the meat lady and you pay her, and then you go to the vegetable guy and you pay him, and then you go to the beer guy and you pay him, and then we ask for some tortillas with our meat, and apparently that's more money as well. So everything is separate, so just be ready for that you're gonna be paying all separately. And not everybody has change. We didn't come with enough change, so they're fishing around trying to figure out how to get change. But I think total we've paid like 500 pesos for this, which is a little bit insane, but it's definitely worth it for the experience.
20 pesos, 20 pesos, 150 pesos, 40 pesos.
So after you order your vegetables, the guy gives you some paper that you're gonna eat on and some napkins. We just got our meat, so I'm gonna make myself a taco. There's a lot of vegetables to choose from, but they're all between 20 and 30 pesos, which is kind of a lot. So we only got salsa and limes. The tortillas are huge, so that's great. There is hand sanitizer on the table, and then everything is eat with your hands except for the salsa he gave us a spoon for. So let's make a freaking tortilla. I have no idea what these meats are, but let's go. I obviously asked for the hottest salsa, which it has a great heat to it. It's a salsa roja. And then I picked up the carne, which I don't know what kind of carne it is, but it's a meat slab. It's seasoned with something very intensely, and it's so smoky. He just handed our ribs over this crowd of people next to us.
He said, bueno.
He did. He was yelling, bueno, bueno. They're huge, and they're so hot. I have to put them down.
Oh my God, it looks incredible.
It's seasoned with the same seasoning, and I don't know what it is, but it's delicious. And it's extra fatty and juicy, and it's so hot it's burning my fingers, but it tastes delicious. Throw a bone in there. This is like the messiest meal ever, but it's great. You're gonna love these.
They're just incredible. This is a mandatory add to your smoke alley experience.
For sure. By far, the ribs are the best meat here. 100%. Brendan likes the chorizo a lot too, but the ribs are the best. Cheers.
So we bit a little further into the rib, and this guy is like not cooked at all. And now we're a little bit weirded out.
Stay tuned.
Wow, that was quite the experience. Would I recommend it for everybody? Probably not. Would I recommend it for the adventure traveler? Definitely. It might be a little bit easier if you have a travel group. However, we did get a piece of uncooked rib, which made it a little unsettling, and it was quite a bit of a tourist trap money grab. But it was an incredible experience. Some of those proteins were really delicious. The salsa was fire, and eating inside of an oven is an experience that we will never forget. It is about to dump. And I feel like these guys would know better than anyone. These guys are absolute pros at sealing up their shop. We do have a little bit of rain coming down already.
We were not prepared for this because the weather app literally says it's not raining right now. This is like the most rain I've ever seen in my life.
Yo, I am glad we took the warning from those shop owners because it is absolutely dumping right now. We were lucky enough to find a little bit of cover. Look at how freaking cool the moon looks tonight. That's insane. All right, everybody, we know what time it is. Alyssa is stuck at the hotel doing some editing. Currently, I am in the mood for a tlayuda, so hopefully we can find one. Oaxaca is a really fun place to explore, and the weather's always terrific at night. And one of the best things you can do is just look for the bright light of a fire, because there are always charcoals burning with tlayudas being cooked over the open flame. So I was able to locate this spot called Tlayudas Las Animas, and it looks really incredible. Hola, buenas noches. ¿Es posible? Siéntense y ordenen una tlayuda? Sí. De tasajo, por favor. Con todo y mucho picosa. Perfecto. I ordered a tasajo tlayuda, which is like a thinly sliced pork that cooks in seconds. And she's just flipping and flipping. She asked me what I would like on it. I said con todo. I'm not exactly sure what all comes on it. They let me know they have been in this location for 8 years, and they have been making them for 20 years around the Oaxacan area, and they are famous for tlayudas. He says that you're supposed to take one bite of the tlayuda and then one bite of the carne. I think the last time that we were in Oaxaca, I was just jamming it inside like a quesadilla, and they haven't given me any utensils, but they did bring me a couple of hot sauces to try it with. So the meat smells so smoky from that fire, and it's actually not marinated or anything. It is just a pork that is just super thinly sliced and then grilled, so it cooks in no time. It seems pretty simple. It's just a lot of that creamy white queso Oaxaca, a little bit of lechuga that's lightly warmed from being inside of this, and like a black bean puree that is super popular in Oaxaca. Let's add some of the salsa and then give it a go. Look at that cheese pull from that Oaxaca cheese. It's absolutely insane how long that is. I love too so much that this is just a hands-on food. That cracker is like super crispy. It's even better than I remember. The star of the show is definitely that cheese. That cracker, not the cracker, but the tortilla is so much different than like a regular tortilla you would get. It's definitely smoky from the fire, and that black bean puree adds like a fatty note to it. But that Oaxaca cheese, oh my God, is that memorable. So flavorful, great vibe, cool family-owned spot. Must do. Tlayudas Las Animas. Great success. Totally recommend that place. The people are remarkably nice. It is definitely a must-add to your list in Oaxaca, and it's right in the Central District. So I totally forgot that they do this in Oaxaca. This is a wedding procession through the streets right now. There's a full-fledged band with trumpets and trombones and drums, and they have these people on stilts, and this is just such a vibe. This is like a Oaxaca wedding dream right now. Before I head back to Alyssa, I'm going to hit up a spot that has been on my list for a while, El Cortijo La Mezcaleria. This place is a cool modern spot. It has a great selection of mezcals. They even do tastings. I'm just grabbing a beer and a quick mezcal before I head home, but this is definitely a place that's worth hitting. They have a wide selection, knowledgeable staff, and it is just a cool, fun vibe. So right next to our hotel is Croissant Taller de Pan de Artesanales, which are artisanal breads. I have been dying to try this place, but it's finally open on a Monday. I have no idea what this baked good is. I've never seen anything like it, but it's essentially like a sweetened croissant that is layered incredibly. Absolutely one of the most delicious baked goods I've ever had. It goes perfect with my coffee. The second that you walk in here, you get the aroma of baked goods. If you are in this area of town, it's a must hit. It's so delicious. The next place that we were trying is called El Sombrito. It is like a hidden alleyway just off of this crazy busy street in the center of town, but there is like a tranquil patio. It is completely unexpected, and they have a tasting menu that starts at 100 pesos that comes with a starter, an entree, a drink, and a dessert.
So they have the menu posted outside of the hotel, but they don't have a physical menu for you. So when you come in, she'll like just say it to you. Luckily I took a photo, so Brandon could go off the photo and order.
So this beautiful patio is in the middle of like some of the busiest streets in all of Oaxaca. So we decided to sit right in the middle so that we could take in the views. Plus we kind of had the place all to ourselves since it's like 2:30 already. But there's beautiful seating, art everywhere, and they're playing like the chillest music. It is like such a good vibe. And the lady who's taking care of us is so nice, and she explained the menu and the options to us. And I'm sure that I didn't choose right, but we'll see what we get.
This soup is called sopa caldosa, which we didn't really know what it meant, but she said that it's pasta in a tomato broth, and it looks like it's kind of like a minestrone broth with just pasta noodles in it. It's just like a really light broth with a tomato hint and pasta. It's great. I could totally see eating this like on a freezing cold Oaxaca day. It's good.
This cream of broccoli is not like anything we have back home. There's 10 times as many veggies in this thing. It is absolutely packed with flavor, and it's a huge portion. Like for 100 pesos, this is just the first course, and it came with bread, and we have these like delicious pepino, mint, agua frescas. What an awesome little hidden treasure this place is.
Every 100 peso packet comes with a drink, a starter, a main, and a side. And my entree is flautas ahogadas, which I love flautas. And for my side, I got the nopales, which I've never seen it served like this. It's usually really small pieces, but this looks so cool. I've never had it like that. So I'm gonna get right in so that they don't get soggy. Since they are ahogadas, it's so hot. Oh, the sauce is hot. That's why it's hot. I love when they pour the hot sauce on it, so it's not cold. The sauce is like a hot soup sauce. Boyo. There's cheese in there too.
Oh, cool.
Wow, this is great. It's like an enchilada salsa verde, so it's not very spicy, but it has a lot of like poblano jalapeno flavor to it. It's like all the salsas. It's great.
I got this beautiful Colorado chicken mole. So the chicken is marinated and stewed in that Coloradito mole sauce. It is unlike any mole I've ever had before. It's the closest to Indian food, like type of curry that I've had. The depth of flavor is amazing. It's a little bit sweet. It's a little bit spicy. It's a little bit smoky. With mole, you never really know what's inside of it. Everyone has their own family traditional way of making it. But this is absolutely incredible. And I'm still just blown away that this was a $5 meal.
This is amazing. God, that sauce I want on everything. Are you kidding me? It's a dessert too. Condensed milk with bananas. It's delicious. This whole meal was so great. I'm so full. Oaxacan word of the day. Spanish word of the day. Lleno. Full.
Whatever list you have for Oaxaca, just added La Sombrita.
We have made our way to Plaza a la Danza, which has this beautiful church and a courtyard full of ice cream. So let's go have some ice cream. So there are literally 10 different ice cream shops to choose from in this little courtyard, and we have picked El Lirio, Nieves, and we went with the grande portion, and we got a 2-scoop leche quemada and tuna, which tuna is prickly pear. We chose this spot because it had cute decorations and the ladies looked nice, and they were very nice. We were a little confused. There's 2 different kinds of nieves here, and there is like mixed with ice, so it's gonna be like more icy, and then mixed with milk, more like traditional ice cream.
So it tastes like the best Hawaiian shaved ice ever with like, I don't know, like a Jamaica type of flavor.
Brandon has been dying to have some Oaxacan ice cream, so he is so excited that we finally made it here. There's a lot of ice cream shops around Oaxaca. We just decided to come to the place that had the most choices.
This next spot is a culinary experience that can only exist in Oaxaca.
Brandon and I call it the corn ladies because everything on the menu centers around one item and one item only, corn.
This is ITANONI. The main dining area is centered around one humongous oven and comal, and there is just a couple of nice ladies just flipping and making all of the food to order. They even press out the tortillas, they're rolling the dough, so it is as fresh as a corn tortilla can possibly be. There's also this beautiful long hallway with this amazing rainbow latticing that is just so cool, and it is such an old school spot. We just put our order in and we are ready for a corn feast. The main things that you're gonna wanna get here are the tatelas, a mamela, which is kind of like a sope in other regions, and the quesadillas. And my favorite is the flor de calabaza, which is like a pumpkin blossom, and it is absolutely incredible to try when you're in Oaxaca. The tortilla definitely stands out. You can tell that it is 100% organic, real deal. It's a little bit crispier than ours, I think, from them cooking it on the comal. But you get like a vegetal note from the flor de calabaza, but it melts away. It seems like it would be tough or chewy, but it is not. The Oaxacan cheese that they put on there is phenomenal, and their salsas are really bomb. The chorizo con papa one's really good too.
This is a hueva hoja santa, so it is a fried egg inside an hoja santa leaf. and it smells so herby. It's great. And then with a tortilla around it. We already put some green salsa on it. So I'm hoping that when I bite into this, it's like juicy, yolky fried egg. There's like a lot of tortilla, so I scooted it forward to try and get some of that egg.
Oh, I think we let it sit too long. It's normally running because we were filming it. No.
The leaf of it is so herby. I know that's like what it is, but it's kind of like peppery, kind of minty, but not minty. Like it just fills your whole mouth with that like herby flavor. Dang, I wish it was runny. Bummer.
Yeah. Oh, it's like sweet. Weird. I don't know if the frijol that's inside or the cremosa is sweet, or the tortilla itself is just like a super sweet bridle of corn. Man, that is really good. It's for sure the tortilla that is sweeter. That is crazy. I've never had a tortilla that is that naturally sweet before. Incredible. Alyssa's literally eating every bit of the tortilla with this amazing salsa.
So we got 3 chocolate drinks to try today so that we can compare them all. A Tasca latte, a champorado, and a regular Oaxacan hot chocolate with agua. The regular Oaxacan chocolate we've had before in Oaxaca, and it's made with like a thick Oaxacan chocolate, and it's like a bit more spicy than our American hot chocolate is. The Tasca latte is from the southern region of Mexico, like more like Chiapas, but it's made with roasted corn, which is why they serve it here, and it should be spicier than all of them. And then the champorado is supposed to be a corn meal, so like they grind it really, really thin, and then they shake it and spin it and shake it and spin it. So I'm gonna try them. First of all, they come in the cutest cups ever, and they're gigantic. This is the small. It is like the largest cup of hot chocolate I've ever had. So this is the regular Oaxacan hot chocolate con agua, and they usually drink it with agua, but you can get it with milk, which is like kind of made for tourists and for like big celebrations, like your birthday or your wedding or something like that. Thin, but so chocolatey, and it's so much more spice than ours. There's like nutmeg, cinnamon, clove. It just has like such a better flavor than just chocolate. Well, there's like chunks in it, chunks of corn. Wow, they're so different. I mean, you can tell by just looking at them, but wow, that's crazy. It's definitely more like single flavor, like corn, chocolate, chili, whereas the other one has a lot more American like pumpkin pie spice that you would be used to. But this is so good. I actually really like the chunks in it. And it's thicker, even though it's made with agua as well. We just got our 3rd chocolate drink, the Tasca latte. Oh, it's cold. It's a cold chocolate drink.
What a cool glass.
Yeah, it's kind of orange too. Well, so where the champorado had like chunks of corn in it, this one you can tell is like more finely ground. The spices are so different. Gosh, what is that? It's like an Asian spice to me, or like a Thai tea. Yeah, wow. The texture is a little weird because it's so gritty in your mouth.
I have never had a Tasca latte or a champorado, and I'm changed. I will be ordering these in the future.
All worth a try, and all under $3.
That's all from Oaxaca. Leave a comment if we missed one of your favorites, and be sure to subscribe. Next video, we're headed to the beaches of Sayulita.
Shoving it in your mouth. And once again, green. I got the green freaking packet. A green drink, a green salsa, a green soup, a green meal, a green side. I'm gonna be pooping green later.